Okay, so I love Nicki Minaj because I feel like I relate a lot to her life, at least her life before she was famous. I feel like I relate a lot to her music. Um, I have this friend and she went crazy over Lady Gaga. Like Lady Gaga was her idol because Lady Gaga, she pretty much felt like Lady Gaga was singing to her and everything. Well, in a lot of Nicki Minaj's music, a lot of it, not a good, like, I'd say 67%, which is pretty a lot for me. I feel like she's singing to me. I'm like, wow, 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 wow. Sometimes I'll like go crazy and think, has she been reading my tweets? Like I don't know, just like crazy shit like that. Like that's how much I love Nicki Minaj. I just feel like I really relate to her and I really relate to most of her music. Iggy Azalea, I do relate to some of her music as well, but I was just watching this video. It's called Azalea Banks Goes Off on T.I., Iggy, and Black music being slummed on. Yeah, I believe that Black music is slummed on. Yeah, I believe that Black people are also slummed on. I'm not going to get into all that. What I'm going to get onto is the whole. They did mention something that went along pretty much like this. They're like, well, a good 67% of us are, or I think Americans he meant, are white and they just want someone they can relate to. See, this is why when I'm dating a white guy and they're like, oh, listen to MGK or Eminem, like I idolize them and da 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 da. Like I don't mean any offense to it, but the way I see it is when I'm listening to music, I relate to the lyrics, not the person, not whether they're white, Asian, Indian, black. Like, I don't relate to the person singing it. I relate to the actual music and how it makes me feel. I don't see how color has anything to do with why, if that's what they're trying to say, Iggy Azalea is getting so much attention because what now? White people are all like, oh, I have someone I can idolize and relate to. If that's what's going on, I think that's such bogus. Like I think that's such crap because if you relate to a song, you should be able to relate to it. Like you should be able to literally relate to what's being written, what they're actually singing about. I mean, to me, maybe other people are different. To me, an image shouldn't be. It's like when you're reading a book for the first time, you're reading about and they describe the character and you think to yourself, oh, okay, this is what the person looks like, and then the movie comes out and you're like, oh, okay, well, there goes how I saw them in my book. See, that's why I said to myself, if I ever actually write a book, I'm pretty 80% sure that I will not describe what color they are, what eye color they are. I will just give them names. I will just give them names and make it pretty much black and white. Pretty much a black and white screen so everyone can just see it the way they want to see it. Because, like, I don't know, like, I just completely disagree with what he's saying. And I really hope I don't get this huge, oh, Hot 97 channel rant or anything like that. Like that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is how I personally feel. That's how I personally feel. Is you should be able to relate to the music, not the person singing it. I mean, I think that's kind of racist personally. If all these white people are just like, oh well, I like Iggy Azalea better than Nicki Minaj because she's white like me. Like, come on, guys. Like that's ridiculous. You should be able to relate to her music. Like the most song I relate to out of all her songs is Black Widow Baby. That's the song I relate to mostly because I don't have a lot of money. So I don't really relate to like how she keeps going on about broke this, broke that, broke bitches, basic bitches, stuff like that. I don't really relate to that because yeah. But I do love her music. I love the sound. I love the beat. Like I was just doing in my other video, like I love the song Change Your Life because it reminds me of like how my new career, how I believe it's going to change my life for the better and help me get the career that I actually want. Nicki Minaj really helps me deep down inside personally. Like when I want to cry or when I want to be like talk to my therapist and just be like, you know what, just listen to this song and you'll get it. Like that's how I am. Like I've done that to people actually. I've been like, you want to know what I've been through? And I freaking play a song and I'm like, that. It's just because I don't want to talk about it all the time. Like, YouTube and Twitter have pretty much been the most talking I've done about things. And usually when I'm typing things, it's all in my book code, so no one really understands it but my sister. So, and she doesn't even understand it all the time. I mean, I've had people be like, do you have like a split personality? And I've been like, no, I don't have a split personality. Like, I just have a book and I like go into their mindsets because I pretty much wrote the character, so I know who they are, and what they're like deep down inside. So yeah, it's kind of like a crazy little thing that I got going on. But you'd only be able to tell if you knew my Twitter, which I talk about in one of my videos. So pretty much how I feel about the whole thing is, try to, like, this is where I'm going with my book thing. In my book, a majority of the characters are white. A majority of them are white. I think I've only got about 4 black characters, to be personally honest with you. But I can put myself in each and every one of their shoes just because. And some of them are nothing like me, but I can be like, okay, like I get that. Okay, I get this. Like, okay, that's something that character would do. Like, I almost said person. That character would do. So, like, when it comes to music, you should be able to relate to an artist through what they're singing, not the color of their skin. Like, come on, guys, get a reality check. Like, if you're freaking picking singers over what they look like, or because they look like you, or because they have the same skin tone as you, or because you want to be a rapper and they just so happen to be your skin tone, don't. Because, like, it's just wrong. At the end of the day, it's just wrong. All right, peace out, guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.